the bug for wrestling when you were 6 years old?
Yeah, maybe even a little bit younger, somewhere right around that age. Stumbled across some Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazines, and I started flipping through and thought, man, this is fantastic. And then, a few more pages, and then there's a picture of Abdullah the Butcher, and he's sticking a fork in somebody's head, and he's just covered in blood. So there's this 400-pound African-American man, and he's just mutilating some guy, and I don't even remember who the guy was. And that was it. I was enthralled ever since then. When I was probably 7 or 8, my mom and my aunt actually made me a pair of wrestling tights because I was just over the moon with the Rock and Roll Express at that time. They were my favorite. And so they made me a pair of wrestling tights, and I have a picture running around somewhere when I was probably 7 or 8 in spandex tights with bandanas all over, Christmas morning, and was just the happiest kid in the world.
They were getting ready to close OVW. Nobody knew that, and they were moving everything to Florida. And so the day I was hired, 23 people were fired, and there was 3 of us hired that day, myself, Ace Steel, and Tommaso, who's doing fantastic on NXT now. I'd been hurt. I'd broke my elbow, and I'd been off TV in OVW for about 8 weeks. Took a back drop over the top rope and broke my elbow. And I guess because I was out of sight, out of mind for those 8 weeks leading up to those cuts.
And you decided to become an RN, and what has that been like?
I really enjoy what I do. I'm glad I get to help people. I have a steady job. I'll never be without work. There's always going to be a need for nurses, especially at this time. I'm representing my other guy, Tracy Smothers, today. So rest in peace, Tracy. We love you with this show.
Let me see your shirt. Let's see it. Stand up. Nobody does it like a thug. Tracy Smothers, the hardest work. Yeah.
As T is for terrible, H is for hell, U is for ugly, and G is for jail because a thug can't spell.
You've got